Always the last to know. A comparison of experience used versus experience ignored. So while we're comparing experience used versus experience ignored, maybe the price of experience is something we should consider. And there's certainly one example where it's $1.38 million per minute. It shouldn't be a surprise to anyone to realise that not taking advantage of experience costs money. Now this is Luol Deng, probably the highest paid British sportsman you've never heard of. In 2016, he signed a 4-year, $72 million deal to play basketball for the Los Angeles Lakers in the NBA. With the 17-18 season complete, the Lakers had lost 12 more games than they'd won. You could argue that Deng hadn't had much of an impact, and you'd be right. But that lack of impact hides a sporting tragedy of epic proportions. You see, in the whole of that 17-18 season, Deng had played 13 minutes of competitive basketball. That's $1.38 million per minute. Deng is fast, he's athletic, and he's a tenacious defender of the basketball. He also has a fabulous work ethic, a reputation that's grown across many years of playing in the NBA. And yet here he is, having played 13 minutes in a single season. Not through injury, but by the choice of the management. An absolute case of experience ignored. So what are the implications of not taking advantage of all that experience? The end of season in the NBA is all about the playoffs, and not progressing means you lose merchandising revenue, but more importantly, you lose TV revenue and the advertising money that brings. It's millions of dollars. And I can see you all now looking at the screen going, so what? What's that to do with me? I'm glad you asked me. The relentless pursuit for more revenue drives many organisations, but one thing still surprises me. Regardless of the business sector, but still prevalent across many organisations, is that once that revenue's won, and only once it's won, that's when IT are informed. It just supports that universal view that IT, always the last to know. I guess when you're bidding for work, you want to go with it with most of your tools, and IT should be part of that. Leaving IT out of the process means you've left some of the key tools behind. There are two common reasons cited for why IT don't get involved in the sales process. One, they don't understand the process, and secondly, they just say no, whether it be to timescales or capability. Let's dispel myth number one, the process. You want them to know the process, get them involved in the process. They're usually bright and they'll pick it up quickly. As for the second one about always saying no, that tends to be a knee-jerk reaction of having things imposed on you. Make them part of the bid team, they'll work with you, and then no turns to yes quite quickly. Getting them involved early means they get much earlier visibility of the timescales. They also get a better visibility of the costs of the stuff they already know about. And finally, there's a better visibility of the impact on other projects that you might have in train as well. All round, that's better for the business. The three areas of better visibility, timescales, costs and impact, gives the business the true cost of doing business. Getting IT involved early gives you that knowledge so much sooner. Of course, there's much the IT function can do to help the organisation when pursuing business. Is there an onboarding guide to help new clients? Is there a list of accreditations and qualifications? Are your APIs documented? Do you have case studies to help with the sales process? Is there a skills matrix so people know where to go to get questions answered? And finally, is there an overview of the IT function? Of course, keeping the lights on is important, but IT is capable of so much more than that. Taking advantage of the skills and knowledge inside that IT function is an absolute boon to the business, and you'd be surprised how well IT functions know their organisations. Of course, you could be like the Lakers and ignore the skill and knowledge available to you. That certainly costs you money short term, and in the longer term, the possible revenues disappear. And so here we are, almost where we started. Experience ignored versus experience used. Do you want to pay money and lose opportunities, or do you want to use the IT team to take advantage of those opportunities? I'm going with option 2. How about you?